the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Lined up for the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So NC State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Finds his man. It's Toner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Back to throw, it's Gossett. Finds his man, it's James. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end, able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Here we go, set. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Toner. Ball down, Liddell, move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Panthers offense has the ball for the first time. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Boone. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back, but occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it, but when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Boone. Got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No 3rd down conversion for you.
safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Finding open areas. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught over the middle. It's Toner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
To throw, it's Gossett. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the big fullback. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a 6th sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Run it with the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Boone. Got his man quickly. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Hey, And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a man, it's Boone. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gossett. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
The Wolfpack line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. For the quarterback. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets it out fast. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air, it's Boone. Using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block, and the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Gossett. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Toner.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, they blocked the kick. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Looking for the 1st down. Pitt comes to the line on 4th. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Finds a crease at the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the 1st down, but you give up an explosive play, and all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out, and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Gossett. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Calls his own number. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? throw, it's Boone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. He's got the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Toner. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They take the lead with the 6. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now, they do not have the answer for this guy.
Sticks it in his belly. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think
nowhere to go with the ball, and Man down, he goes at the 39.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Gossett. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the heat. He's got it. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to go up top. Makes a grab over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. They're now up by a touchdown at 20-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Offense changing the play. To the air. It's Boone. The quick out.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. This is a designed run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The give to the fullback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Gore.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Boone. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gore. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the fullback. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending beyond.